And another 2 weeks passed so fast, like this. Last time you weren't with us here. We had Rodrigo, but something last second happened, and you couldn't be with us. So it's been a month that you haven't been here live.
Wow,
But I
already.
saw you. I saw you in between. So everything is fantastic. Nice to have you back here. And today's topic is, yes, it's an amazing topic. It's a topic that you chose, but I have a lot of things to say because it's about the magical word that a lot of people don't give a lot of value. So what we're going to talk about today?
So, hi. Well, I'm happy to be back. Thank you very much. And yes, the word of today has been inspired by a poll I did on LinkedIn, actually, where I asked people what had been their biggest blockers as leaders when they were growing as leaders in their career. And the result that came up on top was confidence, lack of confidence. So I thought it might be an interesting topic for us to discuss because I think both in leadership and in sales, it's really important to project confidence. And I'm sure you have a lot to say on this subject,
I,
Alex. I know that.
I have a ton of things to say that I doubt they're going to fit in this half an hour that we
Yeah.
have. So confidence is for me the key, is the magic word. It's the magic word that is going to solve most of your life's problems in general, not only in leadership and in sales.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because there are, when you're a child, when I was a child, I was very insecure and very unconfident. And when I grew up and through people that I met and through life experience, I became more confident. I suddenly saw that thousands of new doors opened in front of me, and the success due to confidence was uh, unimaginable.
Mm.
And also the respect from other people to your person because you are confident increases dramatically. So it's the secret ingredient that is going to make your life much better, not only in sales, not only in leadership, but in general in your life. So
Yeah.
um, but I need to say also another thing here, because you said that you read something. I read also something that is always, it stayed in my mind. There was this American poet, Charles Bukowski, and he said the problem with this world is that intelligent people are not confident, while stupid ones are very confident. So they dominate at the end. And the more intelligent you are, the more intellect you have, you tend to be less confident because you realize how less, how many things you don't know in this world. So it's a
Paradox.
contradictive
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a paradox. Yeah, I mean, confidence is the belief that you can handle anything life is going to throw at you, really, isn't it? And I read that this morning somebody posted something on LinkedIn which I really liked the definition. It was saying that confidence is the freedom to turn up as yourself, is to have this, freedom to just be yourself and not try to, fit other people's expectations or appear as people want you to be, whether it's at work or in your life. And I really like that definition of confidence.
It's very interesting because you mentioned that definition, and I have here my notes that I make prior to every meeting that we have. And on my notes, I have written here: be yourself,
Ah.
be honest. And I think the secret to become confident is, first of all, to understand yourself,
Yeah.
to understand who you are not, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because there are no superheroes in this world. Everybody is a human being. Everybody is good on certain things, is not good in other things. And you can come confident and say, listen, I am Alex. I can do this very good. I can do that very good. I'm not very good on this and that and the other thing. would you like to collaborate with me? It's simple as that. No one is perfect. So if you pretend to be somebody that you are not going to be confident.
But I think
yes.
Sorry.
No, to be confident, you have to, first of all, to have a very good understanding of yourself, of who you are and who you are not.
Yeah. No, I think what you just said really resonated, because I think there's something about having a positive self-image, right? Being aware of your image, but in a good way, because that's how people will perceive you. It's very, you project on others how you feel and how you see yourself. So what you were saying about being really good at what you do, I think when you become an expert at what you do, you become confident that you know what you're doing, and therefore you feel more confident. It's sort of an automatic consequence of becoming really good at what you do. And that's one of the ways how you can develop your confidence. It's getting really good, becoming an expert, becoming really good at your job or at whatever you're trying to achieve, so that you feel really sure about what you're saying or what you're doing. And whether it's for a presentation, it's about preparing and knowing your subject. If it's for your job, it's like becoming really, really good at all aspects of it, so which will help that confidence grow.
Yes, confidence comes together also with clarity, Maria. So first of all, the first thing that somebody is going to notice when he becomes confident is that the tone of his voice is going to change. He's going to talk in a way that the other people are going to listen what he has to say.
Yeah.
One of the main parts of this is the clarity of the message. So you have a clear message. There is nothing hidden behind that. You are straightforward. You know who you are. You know what you are talking about. So the other person is going to listen. Is going to listen, and you are going to, through the tone of your voice, you are going to transmit to him that you know what you are talking about. And at the same time, you are going to take the burden out of his shoulder of the issue, of the challenges that he had, and he's going to trust you that you are going to be the person that is going to either achieve the sale or help him lead his company and go one step further.
I think what you just said about communication skills is key, because you have some people who are really good, as you said, intelligent, know their stuff, but they don't have the communication skills, which is something we both practice through Toastmasters, right? And
yes.
Having that ability to communicate clearly an idea or make something very complex, very clear and simple to another person makes you look more confident, makes you look more intelligent. And it's definitely a key factor to growing your confidence and practicing those communication skills. And that's why for me it's crazy that we're not taught this in school. Right?
We are not taught a lot of things in school.
Like
it's not
public speaking, communication skills should be one of the most important things we should learn. It's so valuable for your whole life, every aspects of your life. And when you're good at it, and as you said earlier on also, some people are really good at communication and confidence and not that good at the job or not that expert in what they do. But because they're really good at they have really good communication skills, they come across as confident. And as they come across as confident, they're associated to being experts in whatever they're doing, and people believe them and trust them. And so that's why it's really important to work on your communication skills if you want to increase your confidence.
And more than ever nowadays, where we have so big part of the business world moving around the software industry. So most of the times the people that are in the software business are introverts, that they are lacking basic communication skills. In my perspective, in my opinion, I think if you are an introvert, you are an intellectual person, a very intelligent person, but you lack on the confidence. If you work on this part of yourself to become more skillful, to become, first of all, to become more confident, and in that way to use communication more skillfully, with the background of intellect you have, you are going to dominate, because
Absolutely.
many people that are very good communicators are just bubbles. So they are very good in communicating. They are very good on what is the English word? Persuasion.
Influencing or persuading.
Influencing people, but at the same time they are completely empty as content of character, as personalities, and the results can be devastating.
Yeah.
So it's
now confidence is definitely a great skill to develop, because it will help you in decision making, which is really key when you start growing in your career and taking on leadership roles. It's really important to be decisive. It's going to help you take risks and step outside of your comfort zone, which is also, that's how you grow and that's how you learn. So becoming confident is going to help you in every aspect of your life, because it will help you do these things that maybe scare you and that seem huge in your head, but when you actually do them, they're not that scary or bad.
But you know where that starts? That starts from growing up, educating your kids. And there are cultures, especially some European cultures, or let's say Germans, for example, are very harsh on that. So there is not a lot of tolerance, or let me put it, forgiveness on mistakes. So a child grows up and there's a lot of don't do that, that's a mistake, no, do that properly. And my answer to this is let it do it wrongly, and if he does it wrongly, nothing happened. He's going to learn, and next time he's not going to do it wrongly, because that's the way. As you said before, do the mistakes. What's going to happen? The world is not going to end with your mistake. How critical is your mistake? What's going to happen? They're going to fire you? Okay, you're going to find another job. What tragic can happen there? So the challenge that a lot of very intellectual people are facing is that they have many decisions in front of them, and then they don't know what they should decide, and they don't put a time frame, and the time passes, and more options come in their head, and more hesitation comes, and then at the end nothing happens. So the advice there is, don't take life that seriously. You have, how many options you have? 10. Okay, what I do is, out of the 10, I scrap out the 5 worst ones. So I say those 5 are a no-go. So I'm staying here with 5. So I follow my heart. And if I stay with 2 or 3 decisions that I don't know what to take, I put a time limit and I say, okay, I will take this decision until tonight. If I don't know which decision I'm going to take, I have here in my office a dice. So I have this dice and I throw the dice, and the dice decides for me which option. And I do that. That might be correct, might be the wrong decision, but it's better than no decision. The worst decision is no decision.
And not making a decision is making a decision, because
exactly,
you're choosing to not do anything, right?
Exactly.
So what would be your advice to somebody who's young, starting in sales, and that's lacking that confidence to actually, go out and do what needs to be done to do those sales? What was your experience? What did you do to get the confidence to step into the job?
First of all, the first thing that I would do is to be honest with myself and say that also outside to others. So I am Alex. I can do this correct. I'm very good at this. I'm very bad at this, and the other thing. And be straightforward with that. First, you need to be honest with yourself. Once you are honest with yourself, you have nothing to fear. Don't give that much value to the opinions of other people. I've heard the other day from somebody, do care only for the opinions of people that pay you. People that don't pay you, their opinion is not important. But I would say in general, everybody can have his opinion. It's his right to have his opinion. It's just his opinion. You should have also the opinion about yourself. Go outside there and don't let the negativity influence you. You are a human being. You are who you are. You are honest, and that's it. And who likes it, likes it. If somebody doesn't like it, okay. Nobody's made for everybody. If you want everybody to like you, go and sell ice cream. That's what they say, no? So you're not going to be likable. Actually, I think salespeople that tend to be likable are not good salespeople. You cannot be a good salesperson by being likable, because there's going to become a point where there's going to be a conflict of interest. And the person that wants to be likable, he's not going to stand his ground to sell his product or the company's product that he works with. So think about those things. The other thing that I would say always as an advice is under-promise and overachieve. Under-promise and overachieve. Promise something that is not the best that you can do, and bring more as a result. Overachieve as a result. Be clear and straightforward. Clarity is essential. And another thing that I see that a lot of people don't do is, if somebody doubts, questions something that you know you are good, questions a part of you that it's undisputable, do not, for the sake of being polite, for the sake of social courtesy, just let it be there. Let him tell those things. Do not accept this. So I don't accept certain things. So you can question many things in my job. There are other things that you cannot question. We're gonna have a fight. There is no way that I will let you question certain things that where I stand, and I know I stand. So if you have those points, the other person is going to respect you. Why not?
So
that would be my advice.
You clearly don't lack confidence.
I clearly don't like confidence.
You don't lack confidence.
No. I don't lack confidence, Maria, because I come from a background where I lacked a lot of confidence and I doubted myself a lot. Okay? So it's not a fake confidence. It's a true confidence. There are certain things that I stand for. If you challenge them, you're going to find me in front of you. I don't care who you are. And that gives me confidence. That feeds my confidence. Yeah. And that helps me further. That's why diplomacy is not my cup of tea. That's why it's very hard for me to work in big corporations, because everybody's diplomatic. Everybody pretends to be nice. They send these smiley faces and these happy, and that's not the real world. That's not the world that I know. So I don't know if I made my point.
I think you did. Yeah, I'd say for me, it's, I think, some great ways to build confidence when you're starting and you don't have the network and everything, is, first of all, you mentioned something about the people around you pulling you down. I think it's really important to surround yourself with positive influences, like people that you admire or you look up to, or that are people that want to pull you forward and not push you down, because that helps build your confidence, definitely. Another thing is we spend a lot of time focusing on what we haven't done. And I think not enough sometimes at looking back at what we have accomplished. So I think it's really important to pause from time to time and appreciate the achievements or whatever, how no matter how big or small it might be, is celebrating what you have achieved so far and not just focusing on what you don't have or what you haven't done yet. Another way I've found really great to help you build confidence, it's either to teach others. So when you're trying to learn something or you're trying to really to learn anything, go and find out more about it and teach somebody else, because that's a great way to learn things. But it also helps, by helping other people, it helps you grow your confidence. So it can also be not just about teaching. I mean, go do some volunteering, doing these things where you help other people. It gives you purpose, it gives you meaning, and it helps build your confidence because it makes you feel good about yourself. So we're going back to the far where you have a positive self-image about yourself, and therefore, it all sort of follows down.
That's a very valid point, what you said, Maria, because I had it here on my notes and I was searching that before but I couldn't find it. But you said that now. And yes, so another advice that I have for somebody is do something good that you don't tell to others. Yeah. You keep it as a secret. Be the secret donator of a charity. Do some good stuff that only you know. Why? Because then you always know something about you that the other people don't know. And that is going to give you extra confidence in difficult situations. Mm. If you are a good person and you do good stuff and you feel good about that, about yourself, keep it for you. Don't do it for the public eye. Do it for yourself and keep it a secret. Not everybody needs to know everything about you. Yeah. So I think that's
in today's world is more than ever.
Yeah, in today's world even more with social media and everything and all this exposure. Not everybody needs to know everything. So that's going to give you an extra boost of confidence because you know something about yourself that other people don't know.
Yeah, and you never ever get to a point where you're done being confident, right? I think it's like everything, you're constantly learning. You have to be, if you want to grow constantly, you have to constantly be learning, and you can always grow your confidence, because I know people that are very, very senior who have lots of experience. They still at some points have, whether it's imposter syndrome or doubts or lacks of confidence. It happens to all of us, no matter where we are. So I think it's something about constantly challenging yourself and constantly learning and practicing things in order to always grow, even though no matter how far down you are on your road, on your journey. And being a
but I think Maria, there are people that they are truly confident, and there are other people that they appear to be confident without being confident. Now, it needs a maturity of the eye or in life experience or some skills for the other person to understand who is truly confident. So people that are insecure in general, I like them because they haven't overcome this difficulty to become more confident. But insecurity is doubting yourself, and doubting yourself is the step to become a better person. Mm-hmm. So people that are from, let's say, from born confident, that's often it's a castle built in the sand. Mm. It's not an easy. It's not an easy thing.
I think it's about practicing, right? You have to be constantly practicing to get better. Whatever it is, it's like a muscle. All these skills are like muscles, and if you don't use them or if you're not practicing them, well, those muscles will get smaller. The more you use them, the better you become at it. And confidence is one of those things.
Confidence is with certainly one of those things. Not everybody wakes up in the morning every day to be super positive and super confident. So everybody of us is human. We all have our weak moments and weak points. My advice, for example, to salespeople, because I'm a salesperson myself, not every day you can sell. There are days where you cannot sell. So if you work on those days where you cannot sell, don't do any sales calls or sales visits. Do organize yourself, do your Excel stuff, do other things. It takes from your soul and from your inner energy to be able to sell, to have this confidence. That happens to all people. There are no superheroes out there. Maybe in today's world, through the internet, through the social media, this advertising of happiness, you see constantly people smiling, being happy. That's what they show to you to make you actually feel bad of their happiness. This happiness doesn't exist in reality. Everybody has his dark points. Everybody is not strong in many things. Admit it. Go outside there. Be honest with yourself, and confidence comes automatically. And it's something that is going to solve many of your problems. It's a superpower, confidence.
Great.
I have another note here about sorry, you want to say something?
No, I was just going to say those are great last words, but you have another note. Go ahead.
No, but it's not the last word. So the last word, it's one more. So, but that regards leadership. So from my perspective, is to build leadership in confidence in what regards leadership is lead by example. So if you lead by example, then there are no excuses.
Accountability, taking responsibility.
Taking responsibility, and that's a Western concept. Okay, that's a Western concept. It's a concept that I value a lot. And leaders, which are the ones that are in the front line and leading the army of whatever, of salespeople or soldiers, but are in front, they are respected. So you cannot fake it. So I was reading today an article about this American concept of people that come in high positions without having what it takes to be in a position like that. And the advice is fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
So you cannot fake everything in life.
Yeah. That expression, it can work on to certain things, but there's a lot of stuff that it's not, and it's also not very healthy, the fake it till you make it, because you know that you're faking it. So that's what drives to burnout. Also, lots of these people, they end up in burnout because they're faking it and it's eating them inside. And
no, it's a concept that I don't stand for that at all. So a lot of people are bluffing.
Yeah.
I'm not bluffing, so I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. So it's something that I don't want to have, and certainly I don't respect. So, yeah. Those are my last words, Maria.
Those are your last words. Okay. Are you sure it's your last word?
Yes.
This is your last word, Alex, today.
That's my last word.
By the way, I want to settle something we were talking about a few episodes ago. You were asking me about bi-weekly and bi-monthly.
Yes.
So it's both.
Oh.
Bi-weekly, that's what I thought. But I went and checked to be sure. So you can say bi-weekly when it's twice a week, or you can say bi-weekly when it's every 2 weeks. Same thing for bi-monthly. It works both ways.
So bi-weekly can mean also every 2 weeks.
Yes.
That's much better, because this bi-monthly, I mean, somebody convinced me that that's the correct, and it does make sense.
They're both correct. I was
Okay.
I was 80% sure it was the case, but I didn't want to say something wrong.
Good,
I'm confirming.
Good that you
So
tell
what's
me
up?
that. Good that you tell me that. I will replace this wording because I never liked it. Wherever I have this bi-monthly, I will scrap it away and I'll put the bi-weekly, which I like much more. And I wanted also to end with a call to action, and the call to action is for our viewers. Please go to my YouTube channel, which has my name, Alex Balasitis, and subscribe. Help this channel grow up. I'm not doing any advertising. The number of subscribers that you see is the completely honest number. And give to a guy like me that I think I have more to say than those people that talk about, I don't know, gym supplements or how you make your nails or all this stuff. Give me the chance to
help for everyone. There's a public for everything, Alex.
Yes, yes. But I think I deserve more subscribers. But
you deserve.
That will help me.
Okay.
So I'm confident also with my channel, as you say.
Go check them out.
Good. Excellent, Maria.
Okay. Well, see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks, Maria. Thank you.